I suffer from spina bifida occulta, and I've been dealing with back spasms my entire life. Sometimes these flare ups can last over a week or a couple days. These are the techniques that I use to help relieve the pain in my lower back. Our first technique is going to be using a hard ball and elevating your feet up on a bench, a chair, couch, whatever works for you. You want to make sure that your hips are just above the ground. From there, you're going to place the ball underneath your back, making sure not to put it on your spine, but you want to have the ball on the muscle where you feel the spasm. From there, you're going to begin to shake your hips left to right continuously, as if someone were giving you a massage. Essentially, that's what this is. It's kind of a self-massage technique. It's actually called smushing, and I learned about this technique in the book Becoming a Supple Leopard. I'll put a link to it in the Amazon affiliate link in the description down below. While you're doing this technique, you want to make sure that you're focusing on breathing, inhaling and exhaling in a relaxed fashion. You want to let your body become heavier onto the ball. You want to allow your muscles to let go and to loosen up so you can sink deeper and deeper into your muscle fibers. As you saw right there, I just took the ball and I moved it higher up on my back. Again, remember not to roll on your spine or any other bone that can be popping out. You want to keep the ball strictly on the muscle. For me, when I have my spasms in my lower back, it's on the right side. So I'm going to be rolling the muscles on the right side. I start with the lower back, then I work my way up from there. I only go as high as about my mid-back, just underneath the rib cage. You can perform this technique for about 2 minutes and you probably will be very sore the next day. So this is really a one-time deal when you have a spasm. If there's anything you get from this video, it's the smushing technique, but now let's move on to some stretches. Only perform these if you feel like you are on the back end of your spasm. If you feel like things are getting worse, I would just suggest to do the smushing technique. And once again, I'm not a doctor, so I can't officially prescribe anything. This is just what works for me. So now you'll see that I'm going into a bit of a modified upward dog position. And I'm just gonna go in and out of extension and flexion. As you can see right here, I'm slowly going into child's pose of the spine. So once I creep into child's pose, you'll notice that I'm rocking left to right, trying to keep things relaxed and gentle. Once I rock for a little bit, I will begin to stay still and just hold the stretch and focus on breathing. You can hold it anywhere from 10 seconds to 30 seconds, even a minute, whatever feels good for you. Once you've had enough, you're slowly going to come forward. Once again, really make sure you're bracing your back. Take your time. Put your forearms underneath your elbows and then work your way back up to extension of the spine. I'm going to rock my hips left to right to get a little bit of movement in, help some blood flow to that area. Then I'll settle down. Once again, focusing on my breathing. It's all about doing soft, gentle movements. If you feel like it's too aggressive, then just back off or stop altogether. Our next stretch involves rotation of the spine. So left arm and left leg are straight, right arm and right leg are stretching in opposite directions as far as I can get them. And I'm just rolling on my side, trying to get that right leg as far back as I can go. Coming back to my stomach, I'm going to make an L position, now going in the other direction. I'm going to roll my body onto my right side. And now my left leg is going to reach as far back as it can go. And my left arm is going to reach in front. Just let your head lie on your arm, and your body is going to be braced by the ground and your arm, so you should be somewhat comfortable in this position. Again, I'm switching that L position with my arms, rolling onto my side and reaching the leg as far back as I can get it. Just like everything else, once I get into this stretching position for the lower back, you're going to focus on breathing and relaxing. When your back goes into spasm, the muscles in your back will contract and they will not let go. They're just going to hold on. So you need to be able to relax your mind, see if you can get your muscles to let go. Now I'm going to do rotation of the spine lying on my back, belly facing up. Kind of the same concept, but just a little different angle on the spine. You'll see that the left arm and the left leg are straight, while the right leg and right arm will help aid in the stretch. Now I'm going to bend my left arm and left leg. I'm going to lie my head onto my right hand. I'm going to rotate all the way to get my left knee on the ground in front of me, and then I'm going to extend the left leg, reaching the toe as far as I can get it. This is really going to put a little bit of a rotational shear force on your spine, so please be careful. Now I'm going to switch sides. Right arm, right leg will be up in the air. Left arm, left leg are going to be straight as I roll over. You'll notice how the right knee slowly gets to the ground, and then I straighten out the leg. That's when you're really going to feel the stretch in the bottom of your torso. I would really suggest reading the book Becoming a Supple Leopard if you are interested in longevity of the body, or preserving your body until the day you die, essentially. It's really important to do strength work, but at the same time, it's important to work on flexibility, and there's so many maintenance type moves that you can do to help keep your body, well, supple, for lack of a better term. Once again, there is a link in the description down below to that book, as well as to the yoga mat, and that's a great way to help support my channel. So here is another modification that you can do to help get some rotation in the lower spine. So once again, you're going to go really slow, take your time, focus on your breathing, keep your knees together, slowly bring your legs down to one side, and then bring them back to the other side. You don't want to do this with too much force. You really want to be mindful of how your back is feeling while you're doing this. You can even do longer pauses at the bottom if you'd like, and do more of an isometric type stretch. This was something I was intending to do more as a dynamic stretch, and it felt good at the time. Another way to get a bit of relief in the lower spine is to get down into a deep squat. Now, I know when I first have my spasms, I can't even squat down this deep, so this isn't something that I would suggest to someone when the spasm just occurs. I would progressively try to get into this position after a few days have passed, but once again, using the deep squat will be a way that you can help alleviate a little bit of tension in the lower spine. At the end of any practice, and especially after this type of stretching session, it's really appropriate to make sure that you take the time to lie down, recover, and focus on your breathing. Get into this meditative state. Now, when you're here trying to perform a meditation, what I do is I try to focus on a few things. First, it's going to be my breath, making sure I'm taking nice long inhales and even longer exhales. Other things that I'll focus on is all the noises that are happening around me. This allows you to stop thinking about all of the random thoughts that pop into your mind and to put your focus towards one task. Also, you can focus on the weight of your body pressing into the ground. You can scan different parts of your body, starting in your feet, working your way up your legs, up your back, to your arms. This is another great way to help distract yourself while you're in a meditation. Here is the before shot with the curved stomach because of the muscle contraction, and there is the after shot. You can see that the stomach is straighter and the muscles have loosened up. Remember to subscribe to my channel to help learn more ways to incorporate exercise into your everyday life. As always, this is Joey saying be kind to one another and move well.